because I don't think anyone that watches my stuff knows One Piece. So I'll just speed through it because I'm gonna do a dedicated One Piece thing once I finish up the last couple movies that I have. Let's do this. There's no D tiers. This is all the major One Piece arcs. I won't spoil for anyone listening either. I'll just see how much I like or dislike. No D tiers, honestly. The worst it gets is C tier, at least so far. Oh shoot, that's the wrong way. C tier Return to Sabaody is not for me, honestly. It's like a flash in the pan arc anyway. A lot of these smaller arcs are kind of C tier because there's barely anything to chew on. Whiskey Peak, I liked it first time I watched it, but on revisit it doesn't have much going for it. Long Ring Long Land is lambasted for no reason in my opinion. It is really long in the anime, but it's funny, so it gets a pass for me. It's just nice to have like a nice little fun arc. Reverse Mountain I enjoy actually quite a bit, but there's just not much there. And then Reverie's the same way, even though I did like Reverie. Now, is this too big? How am I gonna do this? I don't want it covering the whole screen. Yeah, okay. I need to heal up, I think. I can't let anybody die. Not for like the third time. I gotta get to this dungeon. Zoe, I kind of, Zoe was very loved, but I didn't like it that much. I was kind of burnt out after Dressrosa, honestly, and okay, I might need to use like fire on them or something, because that doesn't do much damage. These guys are definitely stronger than the ones on the upper floors, I think. Let's try fire out. Yeah, that's good. I'll have to remember that next time. I was definitely burnt out, and a slower arc after a very long arc was not as enjoyable for me. Little Garden's very okay. Orangetown is also okay, but I appreciate Orangetown for kind of introducing a lot of the conventions of One Piece as a whole. I think it does it really well. It's just some of the side villains aren't the greatest. Okay, this is not great. That big guy is like super hard. I think I'm gonna go for this guy first. And then I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Punk Hazard is okay. It kind of drags. That's a fine arc. Logtown's a very good short arc. Probably one of the best. It's got such an air to it, like a very like romantic sort of vibe that I really enjoy. Romance Dawn's kind of the same way, even though like it doesn't have a ton. It's honestly just the first. Okay, I have to make sure I'm going the right way. The first like story in One Piece is what the oh no. Okay, I'm gonna go. Do I go ice or lightning? Go ice, why not? I'm gonna do. There's a lot of goblins here and they're not hard. Let's just do fire too. Yeah, those guys aren't hard. It makes it look worse than it is. It kind of carries Romance Dawn's the first story that you get in there. Amazon Lily is. Make sure I don't die. I find enough arc, honestly. Okay, I probably wasted that ice too, but that's fine, I think. Wait, I forgot to unequip Spider's nunchucks. I guess he does more damage if he's not holding a weapon or something like that. Which I think the manual said, but I just didn't want to trust it because your stats actually lower. But I guess he like hits more or whatever because it's his class or whatever. Let's see if that's equipped it. Yeah, I forgot to do that. Weird, it's like some stuff saves when you game over, like my items, but some stuff it's reset. I think I'm good on health for now. Let me finish up this. What is this? B tier before. Amazon Lily's fine. Wano, I have a lot of issues with. That's why it's so low. My least favorite of the main, like arcs. Like it's got some of the best moments and some of the worst. And it's the ending's just. It as an ending to everything to that point was kind of poor. And then Sabaody, I'm not a super huge fan of. It was kind of a bit too dark for me. I'll put that away for now. And also, like, I'll just say, no spoilers. If you know the tiniest of, like, iota about the series direction and what comes next, some of the surprise of that arc is kind of taken out. I'll just say that. And let's get back to this now. I think it's A tier. Thriller Bark is really fun. It's got some weird stuff that I really don't like about it. That's why it's as low as it is, but I like everything else quite a bit. Let's get these heals up. Or like even tall grass and Pokemon, I don't mind that either. At least you can just avoid that, you know. But sometimes, you know, they put it in the way where you have to. It really comes down to the rates for me. Oh, is there something down here too? I don't know. These guys, man. I don't. Yeah, why not? Why not? I'm gonna leave here. Dressrosa is like Punk Hazard where it's long and arduous, but I feel like there's more to enjoy there than Punk Hazard. This is gonna sound really bad. No, I'm not gonna say that on here. That's a very bad analogy. Okay, they put it right here. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with these guys. When it's like a marathon, I'll say, to get through. But when it's all said and done, it's like, oh, I feel good for running that, you know. Even though it felt awful in the midst of it. Impelled Down is really fun. There's also some weird stuff in that arc that I don't care for. But it's a really good arc. Jaya is probably like prime example of a short arc that has a lot about it. 4 a.m. Yeah, sleep. The bed. Yeah, I will. Thank you for coming by and talking with me. I hope you have a good one. Rest well. 4 a.m. is crazy. Oh my goodness. I say that I stay up. Yeah, I stay up at those times like almost every day. Yeah, I hope you sleep okay. I'll be okay with this gatekeeping bad. Oh, thank you. I don't have, for whatever reason, it doesn't want to play for me, the sound, but I hope the stream played it okay. Like the alert sound. Okay, yeah, the stream played it. That's good. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. I like hearing that myself. That's why it bums me out, because I enjoy my little alerts that I have. But thank you. I didn't expect to have people tonight, but anywho. If it's just money, then I mean it's fine. Okay, yeah, there's like oh dang, I didn't mean to step on that again. There's like, what is it called? Like guaranteed counters. They like to put them right in front of the treasure boxes, which is fine once you realize it. But it can be kind of annoying, and then trying to sidestep it. But sometimes I actually run on top of it again. But Jaya is kind of like prime example of a short arc that still delivers a very powerful message with what it has. It's just great. Some of the philosophies and ideas introduced there are like incredible. I won't say anything for spoilers. Charm Island is a really good arc, like emotional arc. It's just it's all around solid. I enjoy it every time that I go through it. But it's not like my favorite or anything. It's just really good. Whole Cake Island, very messy ending, but for the most part, it's incredible. It's definitely my favorite of. There we go again. I'm stepping on them. They actually put it on the side, which is interesting. I guess because you're gonna walk down the middle to efficiently get all of them. Oh, what's up, Lala? Yeah, I'm actually playing your game for once. And I'm talking about One Piece. I must have summoned you. I hope you're having a good night. You didn't stream tonight, did you? I want to make time to come and talk because it's been a minute. You are? That's good. That's great. Hey, you know what? A little birdie told me that it's your birthday tomorrow. So if I don't make it, oh, you're streaming tomorrow? If I don't make it, I'll try to. Happy early birthday. That's kind of crazy coincidence. Yeah. I hope you have a good one. Oh, is that your birthday plans? Is to stream? I definitely have to try to. Oh, Granny, yeah. I'm starting to feel it myself. That's okay. You're still. You're still very young. You're still very young. I hope you have a great day tomorrow, though. I don't know. Birthdays make me so happy, even though it's not mine. I love seeing my friends and loved ones happy, because they deserve it, you know. I think you saw my comment. I think you replied to me. I was playing this, and I just gave the golem the ruby, and then like an hour later, I get a notification that you uploaded. It was Final Fantasy, and it was that cave where you give the golem the ruby. I'm like, whoa, that's like insane. I'm sure I will catch up, especially how quick I play games. Because you just play on Fridays, right? Final Fantasy Fridays. I'm sure I'll catch up in due time, and we could start like talking about our experiences and stuff. But I'm really enjoying this game. I was talking about earlier, I'm really enjoying it. The Ruby Snag. I was streaming because I finished making my PNG tuber. Oh, a new one? I look forward to seeing that. I miss talking to... Oh, I got the gym actually. That's cool. I just need to go up to the chair. I miss talking to you, and it's been forever since I talked to Dio. I don't know if he's been around. Okay, I'm out of here. In and out. Been so busy, yeah. I actually have like quite a bit of schoolwork I need to do tomorrow, but I'll try to stop by though, because it's like final seasons, like right after Thanksgiving. And I'm a little behind in a couple of my classes, so I need to catch up. Love that, yeah. I need to get my hands. I need to get my hands on two. Because I'll probably play it on NES, but I'm not going anywhere. Yeah. But there's like, I'll have to get a fan translation, and then hopefully a cartridge that I would prefer not having it battery. Whoa, where am I? I'm like completely lost. Oh, you know what? I'm on floor 4. I'm not on 5, that's why. But if I have a battery cartridge, I don't know. I have a way to back up the save, but I would prefer it not to just die on me at any point. Like, say I'm 3/4 through a game and I didn't back up, you know? I would rather pay a bit of a premium, but I can't really find any good reproductions of it, unfortunately. I think Square's got a lock on it. But yeah, that's funny, I was just doing a quick One Piece tier list that I did for a friend. Because we were talking about our favorite arcs, and I was like, oh, let me just rank them real quick off the top of my head. But I wasn't giving any spoilers or anything. I think I did Whole Cake. The majority of it is like really good. I really enjoyed the aesthetics too. Like, I prefer the more outlandish and colorful arcs, especially if it's a long arc. Like, that's one thing about Just Over. Yeah, I'll pull it up real quick. The whole thing. I didn't want to spoil it because I know most of my viewers haven't seen One Piece. Although I don't know if there's anyone who wants to watch it, I'd rather not spoil it for anyone. And I plan to do I've got like 1 or 2 more movies I need to watch, and then I plan to do like an actual like video where I talk about everything in depth. And that'll probably be off air, and then I'll upload that. But this is just like a quick rundown of where I put everything generally. Well, okay, yeah, it's kind of a messy. Yeah, I will. And then we'll have to talk. I guess we can talk right now, but I'm sure you would want to talk on voice. Yes. Wait, did you not like Fishman now? I'm trying to remember. I think you didn't care for it, right? I can't even see that emote. Or is that a heart? You didn't like it? Yeah, I think I remember you said that. Man, I loved it. I loved it so good. Well, let me get back to where I was. Let's get back to whole cake anyway. I would actually like to see where you would put everything. In whole cake or Fishman? In whole cake, that is hard. You know, when I think there's two that come to mind. The ones when Luffy is in the rain and Sanji's leaving on the carriage. Yeah, that would be awesome. When Sanji's leaving in the carriage and he's crying, and Luffy's there in the rain and he's yelling and his voice cracks and he's saying he can't be Pirate King without him. That's awesome. It's so good. It's beautiful. That and Luffy versus Katakuri when I can't remember. There's that his little sister comes in, like she has a big like egg butt, and she shot Luffy. Do you remember that? She went into the mirror dimension and she shot Luffy, and then Katakuri gets mad because she did that, and then he goes and stabs himself to like make it even, and then she turns on him. Yeah, the bubble gum. She turns on him and she's like, "Oh, you're an idiot. You're so stupid," and stuff like that. And then her and her whole posse are talking. And oh my goodness, it's so good. Luffy and Katakuri, they don't even say anything. I can't even speak. They don't even say anything, but they look at each other and then they just conquer Saki. It's so good. And then no, wait. Katakuri says like what does he say? I might have to pull this up. I'm sorry. If anyone's watching for Final Fantasy, I have to pull this up real quick. Oh my goodness. But I think about this moment all the time. Okay. Let me look it up real quick. Curry conquers. Is it in here? Yeah. Why can't I stop it? Oh, this is like bugging out. Oh, are you still in Wano? You haven't finished yet? Well, good thing I already talked about Wano. I didn't go into detail, but You can extrapolate what you. How far are you? Like, what part are you at actually? You took a break. Yeah, I feel you. It's so long too. Oh, I hope I didn't desync the stream by pulling this up. Okay, well, and then I'm gonna add. Spoilers for any person watching the VOD or anyone else in here. I'm gonna spoil one Piece scene real quick. The browser. No, that's not what I want. Remove. We need window capture. Or just traded his sword with I can't even say her name. With the green-haired lady? Is that what happened? It's OBS that. Automatic. I don't know how to like. I guess that'll work. Yep, okay, you're like not as far in as I thought you were. Have you started Act 2 yet, do you know? But is that too loud? Let me look. That's fine, you don't need the audio. It's something Cat Curry says, though. They're so annoying. And then they can't even stand on their feet anyway, because she kept, like, saying, like, Luffy, after she shot him, like, Luffy was, like, struggling to get up. And she's like, oh, look at him, he's like a dying deer. Like, he can't even stand on his feet. And then he says it back at it, and he doesn't even address her. He just says it, and they both know. And then they hit this. Oh, that is fire. Oh my goodness. And she was calling him a monkey. A weakling like him, yeah, that's what you get. Oh my goodness. This is probably the hypest thing I've ever seen in One Piece. I know, right? I know. That's so fire. That's so fire. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I still think about that. Like, every once in a while, I'll just pop out on my feet. They can't even stand on their feet anyway. It's just crazy. Don't say what? Oh, that you're not far. Is that? I'm sorry. I think you're at the. I think you're right before the end of Act 2. Did you finish Act 2? Now, thankfully, I'm not spoiling, but I'll just say you have a long flashback coming up at the start of Act 3, and that's probably the best, in my opinion, and that's the best part of Wano. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. So you're pretty close to some gold, is all I'll say. So whenever you feel like you keep digging, you don't think you finished it? Okay. I think you're close, though. Sorry for, actually, I'm not sorry. We had to derail a bit. I went to Baratier, incredible. That's like a classic. Baratier has like. Oh, I don't want my TV to go. off. Baratier has like, oh, is that Viola? The some of the most emotional moments in One Piece, like bar none, and it's just a beautiful arc. I love Baratier every time. Sky Pia's, that's a classic, honestly. I just finished. Actually, I'm at the end of it in the manga. But it's a classic. It's amazing. Water 7's really good. Water 7 and Enies Lobby, I put those kind of the same. I have trouble picking between them. Um, it would be S. I know a lot of people that's their favorite arcs, but um, to me, it's like excellence, but it's not like the top S is what speaks to me on a personal level. And those two, they do to some degree with Robin's story, but in actually, I'll talk about this right now. Um, One Piece is like formulaic, and I feel like a lot of what makes um Indy's Lobby and yes, like Fishman Island really speaks to me. A lot of what makes Indy's Lobby and Water 7 great, especially with Robin, um, is pretty much taken directly from Nami in Arlong Park. So I like give Arlong Park much more credit for those things. And speaking of Arlong Park, that's like, oh my goodness, it's like a crowning jewel of One Piece to me. Like when I think of all-time greats, I think of Arlong Park and how that formula has been done again and again in One Piece going forward. Starting with Arlong Park, but it's just so good. Like pretty much every version, even like the crappy TV special, was good because it had Arlong Park. You know, it's strong bones to build off of. Alabasta, I skipped over real quick. That's like Arlong Park to me. It's just another classic, amazing. Let me get out of here while I'm talking. Another classic, amazing arc, honestly. Um, okay, at least I know where I'm going now. I really like Alabasta. Like the grand scale of things is just incredible. It's got some issues, especially going back to it with like the deaths. But I still love it a lot. Fishstone Island. Uh, Maybe that's a little crazy to put that over Arlong Park, but when I was saying stuff like Arlong Park and Alabaster and S for like the sheer excellence that they have, but Fishman Island really speaks to me like on a personal level. Like a lot of what like Shirahoshi went through, a lot of the systemic racism that was addressed, it really hit home, and it wasn't like Sabaody where it was just dark to be dark. I felt like it had a lot to say, and it was very potent in that, and and I loved it. It was incredible. There's moments in one thing I always say about One Piece is like there's moments in the story that when I think about, I can just start crying like instantly, and there's moments in um I would say Barati A and every arc after that going up. There's moments in every one of those arcs that I can just start bawling. Um, when I think about like what Shirahoshi went through, that like that's one of those. I won't go into further detail on that though. Syrup Village, that's a favorite of mine. That was like people like to say like and I might have talked about this at one point. It really bugs me when when people are like, "Oh, it gets good at this point," because like I don't know. I guess I can't really wrap my head around why you would watch something if you didn't find it good to begin with. You know, I when I first watched One Piece, I figured out if I liked it or not. You know, off rip. Um, Now the topic of the topic of it may be elevating for you from just I like this to, oh, I actually like I love this. Now that I can see that maybe happening later on. A lot of people like to say, "Oh, Baratie is the first." Well, they'll say that it's the first good arc, but I think the story is well done. And East Blue is my favorite like saga or whatever. And Syrup Village is when I was like, "This is incredible," like Usopp's story, and I love Klahadore is still my favorite villain. Um, oh shoot, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry, spoilers. I'll just say the villain is still my favorite villain. Um, that's fine. Nobody. It's just you here, Lala. That's fine. You already know. Um, it's just it, from the like standard like One Piece arc. Oh shoot, formula that we got in um Orange Town. This was like the first time after that where I saw that applied to great degree, in my opinion. And I just love it. Usopp really spoke to me as a character. I loved like Django and stuff. Like I love the Usopp pirates, the little kids, and Kaya, and that story is it's beautiful, and it still has that early like sort of charm to it that I really like about early One Piece. And then Marineford, of course that's number one. Ace and Whitebeard is pretty much all you have to say honestly. Both of their stories like really hit for me. It's just the perfect culmination of everything to that point. Just incredible. Like every episode I was like just in disbelief at what I was seeing. Honestly, it blew me away. I loved it. But I'm glad that you came. Why is it so hated? Basically, people don't understand. What's his face? What's the bad guy's name? I'm trying to think of his real name. The Black Cat Pirates dude. What was his name? Captain Kuro. They don't understand his plan. Like people are like, well, why didn't he just kill? Yeah, Captain Kuro. People always say like, oh shoot, the game's muted. My bad. People just say, why didn't he just kill Kaya? That's so stupid. And that's what I hear like very often. But that's not his goal. Excuse me. The whole thing with Captain Kuro is he wants to have peace of mind, but he's doing it in a bad way, so he's never going to get his goal. Basically, he didn't just want her money; he wanted to get her money in a quote unquote legitimate way to where he inherits it, but by wheezing his way into her life, basically. And the reason he does that is because he's tired of getting chased by Marines, and it's like a bother to him. So he's trying to get peace by stealing money in a legitimate way, basically. But people don't understand that. They're like, well, why didn't he just steal money? Because the government would chase him for the rest of his life. If he gets her to write down him on her will, then he can get it legitimately, basically. And people don't get that, and then they say it's stupid. People don't like Usopp in general. I mean, I'm sure you know that, Lala. And then people just find it boring, which I just can't relate to. Part of it is, I think the manga version isn't the greatest, but the anime, like, they really elevated it, and like the pacing of it and everything, it's like, it's incredible. I love it so much. It's a shame, yeah. It's like people will put that as like the worst arc, which is like crazy to me. I love it. That's the main reason that I see is they don't understand Captain Kuro's plan. They think it was stupid. Now I'm completely lost here, quite honestly. Okay, no, I think I know where I'm at. Oh, no, I went too far. Yeah, Marineford is just... That's one of... Now, to that degree, I was saying that I can understand an arc like elevating for you. Marineford was that arc where I'm like... Because I was a One Piece fan, but there's some things that... how do I say it? I guess I prefer in other series like the sense of adventure, for one. And Marineford was like the first time where I'm like, this is like one of the best arcs I've ever seen in all the anime I've seen. You're lost in the One Piece? What do you mean? um, like, I was starting to compare Marineford to my favorites, like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. I'm like, this is up there with that. That's how excellent I found Marineford to be. But yeah, that's it for a quick. It was going to be even more shallow. I lost my yeah. I'm actually kind of curious because my friend just finished Wano. She actually, Lala, she started. What year is it? 2025, 2024. They started like beginning of 2024 or something like that. But she's actually caught up, so she actually overtook you. She started later. She overtook you. Not that it's a race or anything, but she finished Wano a bit ago, and she actually liked it, but I didn't like it. That's all I'll say about that though.